Hi, this is Tamara from mooglyblog.com, and welcome back to another edition of Yarn Love, where I share a video yarn review of one of my favorite yarns. This one is Red Heart Heatwave, which is a brand new yarn that now you can get on Yarnspirations.com, as well as in your local Joann or Michael's stores. This is a very unique yarn, so I'm very excited to tell you guys all about it. It comes in 13 colorways, 6 of which you can see here, and there are already 20 free patterns for it, crochet and knit, up on Yarnspirations.com, with another one coming soon to Moogly. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. Red Heart Heatwave features a new proprietary technology, and believe me, I tried to get them to tell me about it, but he would not tell me how he does it. There's something in this yarn that lets it absorb the UV rays, and it actually warms up. You can see right here on the label, it's up to 12 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's 6.6 degrees Celsius. It is activated by UV light, so it doesn't need to necessarily be the sun. It could be any sort of UV emanating lamp. Even on cloudy days, it's going to work a little bit. It just makes it a really fantastic yarn for use in colder weather, particularly if you like watching outdoor sports or, any outdoor activities in the wintertime. It's going to be a fantastic yarn for that. So as we keep turning the label over here, you can see it does have a dye lot. I have used several skeins of it now, and I have found it pretty consistent, but I tend to end up with the same dye lot, so definitely do keep an eye out for that. You can see here it is a medium or 4-weight yarn. In the UK, that would be called a 10 or 12 ply. They recommend an eye hook, a 5.5 millimeter, or a 5 millimeter US 8 set of knitting needles. Now, it looks like it is machine washable and dryable. However, do not microwave or expose to high frequencies. So you don't want to use this yarn if you maybe would make a pot holder or something like that. You don't want to use this any place really necessarily. I'd probably keep it out of anything that might end up in the microwave. So for kitchen items, maybe not, but for wearables in the winter, absolutely perfect. So as we continue on the label here, you can see it's also 100% acrylic, and each ball has 3.5 ounces or 100 grams, which is 198 yards or 181 meters. So let's go ahead and see how it works up. I have recently finished one crochet project made with Red Heart Heatwave, and I've almost finished another one, and I've tried it with both plastic and wooden hooks, and I found it worked up really well with either one. I also found that it slides really easily on the hooks, but it can, depending again on your type of hook and how pointy it is, it can split. So if you find you're having that issue, you may want to switch to a hook with more of a rounded tip or a rounded section right here, whatever works for you. As for frogging, it frogs beautifully. No problem there. I haven't noticed any pilling or fuzzing in it, although once in a great while I find a little fuzzy spot on the yarn, but that just adds to the cozy softness and warmth of this yarn. Again, I have found it pretty consistent from color to color, but I haven't had huge batches of it yet, just a little bit of each color, so do look for the dye lots for that. I have not, however, found any knots in it yet, and I have, again, like I said, been through several skeins, and I haven't found any thin or lumpy bits. And just, yeah, it's been really beautiful to work with. So let's go ahead and take a look at the knitting swatch. Now for the crochet swatch, I did use a slightly bigger hook than recommended. I liked using a K hook with this yarn, but for the knitting swatch here, I did use the recommended needle size. And we've got a little bit of garter stitch here and a little bit of stockinette. So you can see with the recommended needle size, and at least with my personal gauge, you get a really nice dense fabric. Again, great for winter wearables. It just works up really beautifully, really evenly. You can see here from the stitches, no problems at all. I'll go ahead and take a few more stitches here, pull up a little bit. And yeah, I've just really enjoyed working with this. I was making this swatch just yesterday because, like I said, I've been crocheting with it, not knitting with it till now. And I didn't get any splitting with the knitting needles at all. And these are some relatively sharp metal ones. So I feel pretty confident that this will be really wonderful to knit up with. And I hope to be able to make a project and knit with it myself. I've made a few patterns with Red Heart Heatwave now, and one of the most recent is the Alpine Crochet Pocket Scarf, which is a free pattern you'll find on Yarnspirations.com. You can see I used a lovely textured stitch, and combined with this yarn, it's going to be delightfully warm, and you can choose whether or not to use the fringe. And that's been a closer look at Red Heart Heatwave. I hope you'll give this yarn a try, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.